All right, ladies and gentlemen, I found an article, but you can find them all over, regarding Trump, Elon Musk. I'm trying to put two and two together for real, because so many plane situations are popping up right now. And one of the articles that I found said that Elon Musk has already fired, I believe the number is like 80%. It may be higher than that of FAA people. The chick that flew the plane and landed in Canada and the plane turned over, that chick was she was 26 years old and a former Miss America, former beauty pageant, whatever. Inexperienced pilot. But there was a situation where, if I'm remembering this correctly, Elon was going to sue the FAA. It's what we're seeing. It's got to be something more to it than that. Why all of a sudden are we having these issues? Well, spiritually, I believe it's just to prime people up for when the harpazo happens and we start having these plane situations based on the harpazo when that happens. But Elon Musk and the FAA have been having beef before he was even selected to be in charge of the finance and to investigate with Doge. But now I'm hearing and reading that he's already replaced most of the FAA people with his SpaceX folks. Now, we know that Elon is into driverless operation, to where, meaning we already know all his cars are driverless and they can be done remotely. And if he's talking about redoing the infrastructure and they want to cut taxes or trim the infrastructure down to where it's not costing so much, what's the best way to do that, folks? What's the best way to do that? Let's get rid of the pilots. Let's create the problem and come up with the solution. Because if Trump, and again, I'm having a big problem with this dude, Elon. And where is your vice president? Why are vice presidents, except for Joe Beasy, when he made that little statement over there in Ukraine about bribing the officials over there with a loan or some type of, and I put that video up. What's going on with this situation and him and Musk, and he's on the side of Trump all the time. So is the FAA going to be remodeled like SpaceX, to where him and Trump are talking about cutting back finances on the FAA? Well, how do you do that? You're going to put pilot-less planes in the air. So it's not a stretch and it's not a reach that let's create the problem and then we're going to solve it because we're going to come up with a solution that we don't need inexperienced pilots driving our planes, flying our planes, when we can just do it remotely, like we do drones and airstrikes. We'll just have people set up in certain little rooms and they'll fly the airplanes. Why is it that I'm seeing videos all over the place? Now people are getting on planes, and it's only certain airlines, Continental and United and Spirit. Haven't seen any issues with Southwest. Now people got blessed oil. I'm looking at video, and people, you should be doing that anyway, but people are taking blessed oil and crossing the plane up before they get on it, because people are that terrified. Because that's why I call it a plane-demic. It's a plane-demic because you're doing this for a reason. Just like the plandemic. What's the point? You got Trump come in with Elon Musk, fired all the FAA's folks. So are we seeing these manufactured events? Are they manufactured so that you'll get on board with the new system that they want to put in play with the FAA. Okay, what's going on? Didn't have this problem before. We wasn't seeing 8 plane crashes in a week, 8 incidences every week. There's multiple plane incidences. Now people are afraid to get on the plane. You really shouldn't be afraid to get on the plane, because if you're saved and blessed and washed by the blood, you get an automatic promotion. So it really shouldn't bother you if something happened or not. Your God's in control. So that's why, again, some of these tragedies haven't been real significant. Some have, but you would think it would be worse. So I believe, my personal opinion, the more I research this and look at it, I really think this is manufactured. What else could it be? Out of nowhere, now we starting to have all these problems, and then Trump has allowed Elon to take over the FAA. That goes back to the Cybertruck and that whole, hey, y'all noticed how that just disappeared off television? That in the New Orleans situation, the Las Vegas thing. I said then it was a message to both of them. It's manufactured. You blew up a Elon Musk driverless car, remote car, in front at the Trump Hotel. Blew up. Now what happens after that? Planes just having problems, blowing up, crashing. Was that a message sent to them? And then you got this Doge and DEI money and all this, and these left folks are upset. So we're under attack in a way that people don't realize that we're under attack. These are proxy attacks meant to disguise a hidden agenda. That's all. That's what I believe it is. Something's going on with this FAA and SpaceX, Trump and Elon Musk. Again, go back to the truck that blew up at the Trump Hotel. Something wrong there, folks. Something is viciously wrong there. All of a sudden, and I said when it happened again, was that a message? Was it? Why are we seeing so much stuff going on? Planes, the tires, the takeoff, the landing gear tires. I just saw a video today where they had to be evacuated off a United plane because the tire blew up. And the plane, bloop, everybody had to be rushed off. Something ain't right with this, folks. Something ain't right. But I do believe it's a setup. These nasties know that when the harpazo happened, and you got pilots on there that's saved, sanctified, and ready to go, what happens when they are snatched off the plane? It's a setup. Mental psyop. More MK Ultra garbage. Sleeper cell garbage. Just more programming. Mind control. That's it. So, continue to do your own research, man. I've been finding out some stuff about Elon and this FAA and SpaceX thing. I believe all of this is tied together. Peace.